No, but I gotta go. I'll call you. Call me in an hour. Okay, bye.
Are you just button mashing?
Exactly.
All right. Hell yeah. That sounds good to me. Uh, Pepito, let me be the first to welcome you to episode 14 of Caveman News.
You come a long way.
Yeah. And before we get too far into this, let me just say, how are you doing today, Pepito?
So good.
Yeah, I knew you'd fucking say that. That'd be very nice. That's music to my ears when I hear you say those words. Um, this is the fire episode, so I'm gonna get my fire started. Do you have any candles going?
No, I
Oh, you
wish.
fucked up. Do you have your drawing utensils?
Yes,
Well, I mean
paper,
that's what really
sharp.
matters. Okay, I got a fire going. Would you give me some incense lighting music?
Yes.
I ain't lighting shit until I hear that music. All right, I'll count that. Your music's like a whisper. It leaves me wanting more. All right, there's some fire for you. Uh, welcome to the fire episode. All right. I think we're set. I'm set. Are you set? Ah,
Yes.
shit. I'm gonna
Set.
start a fire. I'm like dropping my incense on my post-it notes. Shit's about to go up in flames. It is psycho. Do you have any announcements right off the top before I throw us into chaos?
No.
All right. Um, I do. I would like to say, uh, I'd like to give a shout out. Two shout outs I have this week. Number one is to Danny. Sorry that you had to cancel your show because you got COVID. That really sucks. I was looking forward to hearing you play. That would have been great. And I also want to give a shout out to Miss Finley. Uh, win that fucking contest. Um, you don't have any shout outs?
Hmm.
What?
Well,
What was that? You think that's preposterous that I would ask that? Come on.
now that you mentioned Miss Finley, I'm pretty concerned.
Yeah.
Now that you
Big
mentioned
shout
her.
out to her. She called into the show one time. Uh, I don't know if you recall, but that was very good. And speaking of phone calls, um, I think last time I tried to call Samara, but the numbers she gave me, it was like too many digits, and I was just like I couldn't figure it out. And I've talked to her since, and I guess it's because it's an international number, and they need uh, way more dialing for things to go through. But I think I have it set, and I uh told her that we might be calling around this time. So let's see if she picks up. I am going to squint at my computer. Hold on.
Sweet.
Okay, that looks like the right thing to hit. Okay, and all right, let's see. This is a good way to start off the show, you know?
You don't have enough credit to make this call. Go to
Fuck
voice
you.
settings and add credit to your Google Voice account.
God damn. No. All right. Well, we are too broke to call Samara.
I
That's what
have an international calling plan.
I don't want to fuck with that right now. That's it's actually, you know what? I got one more number here that we could dial. In
Yeah.
lieu of that, I wasn't thinking that we would get around to this, but I had it ready just in case this call to Samara didn't work out. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do the Control C because of my hotkeys might fuck something up. So let's do this. Okay, I cannot see this. I'm gonna have to. Will you give me some interlude music so I can step up to the computer and see what's going on? That's fucking beautiful. That's why I hired you, because you're the best in the business. Okay. In the chat here, Soy Teresa, whoever that is, says that
Soy
we need to. Huh? Soy Teresa. Yes. This says that we need to pay our bill. And I think that is an unkind thing to say, because
I could
What?
call or
I don't. I got something else queued up, and I got
cool.
like a lot of things planned. I don't know how long this is going to take, and I just got us another number ready,
Yes.
so we're dialing. See, that's much quicker. I don't know if he'll be able to hear you, so whenever you say anything, I'm gonna repeat it. Okay?
Boo.
I forgot to tell him we might be calling. Okay, let me just see. Do I have the right number? Yeah, 575-270.
Sean Norris of Signify Health. I can't make it to the phone right now, but if you'll leave me a detailed message with your name, number, and reason for your call, I will get back to you. Thanks a lot. And remember, you're worth it and you deserve love and kindness. Take care of one another, guys.
Is this
Message is too short. Record your message after the tone. Simply hang up when done. Or for delivery options, press the pound sign.
all right? Is this? I just want to make sure I got the right number. Is this? Is this Sean 575-270-1642? This is Caveman News. Your two friends, and we wanted to call you and see what's up. And I hope that you're doing fucking swimmingly. I don't know how to hang up. Okay. All right. Be well or whatever. All right.
Damn. I hope that was detailed enough.
Oh, I forgot to leave our number.
Dang.
But wait, this is a fucking. That was a cell phone. Like, our number is on
You
his
should-
fucking shit. You know, it's not. Come on, man. Come on, dude.
Come on, dude. Church
Can
man.
we get a come on, dude, in the chat? I'm listening. I'm waiting to hear if we get any.
Dude.
Oh hell yeah! There we go. Fuck yes. Thank you very much. Come on, dude. All right. Shall we get started here?
Yes.
I have written down snow to go, but I don't know what I meant by that. Other than our background tonight is the classic northern location of the snow to go here in Carlsbad, New Mexico, where we all live.
The building sandwiched between two connexes.
Yeah, sorry, I was laughing at the chat. Funny suggestion. Okay, let's get started. This is the fire episode. And I should stop laughing. I need to yeah, I don't like the looks of the new Snow to Go either. I was telling Pepito beforehand that this is what happens when oil fools take over your town. They turn it into a place like this, and it's really quite sad. But okay. I have things kind of figured out here, but I don't think I came up with a good way to transition into everything, so I'm just going to go into it. I'll say right now, speaking of Snow to Go, Papito, what do you know about Fugo balloons?
Nothing.
Excellent. Then you're on the right fucking show. Because this is where we learn about Fugo balloons. This, you see, this right here is a Fugo balloon. Now, in World War II, which was like this big fight that a bunch of fools had years before I was born, Japan came up with this really genius idea to attack America by creating these balloons that had incendiary devices on them, firebombs. And then what Japan would do is float them up, get them in the wind currents over the Pacific Ocean, and let them calculate the wind currents that would take them across the ocean, fly them all the way over here to America, and then they would drop and start a bunch of fires and things like that. Pretty ingenious, I think, way to fight war. So yeah, props to Japan for that. It's pretty impressive how successful they were with this. Here's a map showing some of the locations that their balloons reached. Oh, look at that though. They didn't fucking touch New Mexico. They know better than that shit. Real. What?
Oh, no, nothing.
I was gonna say real recognizes real. That's all I was gonna say. But yeah, so it was a way to cause torment across the ocean, and it was very impressive. It really makes you think what could be scarier than a bunch of weaponized balloons. It's it could be catastrophic, don't you think?
Yes.
Speaking of which, have you ever been
Weaponized
up? Huh?
You told me once about weaponized bats.
Dude, why would you jump the gun? This is why I don't tell you what's going to be on the show.
That was years
Because
ago.
You always
When you
find a
told
way
me.
to undercut what I'm. Hang on, what was that? I didn't hear exactly what that was. But yeah, it is. That's crazy. No, that was a great interruption, and I'm very grateful for it. I felt like I was trying to find my footholding, but yeah, when I thought about balloons and this attack on the United States, it made me think of the balloon fiesta, and then I wanted to ask you, Pepito, have you been up on a balloon? I think we may have
Oh.
talked about this before. You haven't?
Oh, I think I've been in the basket.
What
But
the
no,
fuck?
yeah.
And then you just stood there?
Yeah, they were like, "This is the basket.
That's a fucking
This is how much
tease.
trivia."
Oh. Okay. I on suggestion, I was telling you I retitled what the sound files are, the samples, and I see here in the chat it says Soy Choriza played That's Crazy sample. I was like, what the fuck is the That's Crazy sample? But I guess it's the one that goes Skinwalker. So that is crazy.
These are so good.
Yeah, hang on. I'm being told I need to turn up the sound on the sound alerts, and I'm going to do that right now. I think I can do that from here. Shit. Yeah, I can see from here. Do you believe in me, Pepito?
I believe.
In what? Me?
Yes.
All right,
Absolutely.
I'm cranking the audio on the samples. It'll be funny if it's like way piercingly loud. That would be humorous. Okay, let's get back to the regularly scheduled shit. So, this is pretty dark. You know, all this talk about fire bombs and balloons and the balloon fiesta. So I thought this would be a great place in the show to kind of ease the tensions and get some humor, you know? Like, make things funny. Don't you think that's the way to go, Pepito?
I like to laugh.
Okay, well, I'm glad you fucking like to laugh, because this day is March 23rd, and here is March 23rd, 1983's Andy Cap comic. And I would like for you to explain this one to me. So what's up with it? What do you think? What do you think this one means? He's gonna laugh here in a second.
Shut up. What?
It's funny, right?
What's
I
that
like
first
sometimes.
word?
Sometimes I get these comics and I'm like, damn, this is a dumb joke. I really can't wait to fucking drop this on Pepito and like make him try to put him
I
on the
don't get
spot
it.
to try to come up with some humorous take, some humorous like explanation of what is happening. But this one is severely unhinged and I have no idea what is happening. I don't get it at all. And I feel confused by the whole thing.
There you are then. I always said you were useless.
Yeah.
Did they trade wives? Like, go,
You think it's a
Oh,
wife swapping
like,
comic?
like one couldn't teach the other. What's that first word? Why is it the last three letters of the B word?
What?
The very first word is TCH.
Oh, like,
Oh,
you know?
that was like the B word.
Oh, you thought he was calling her a bitch?
You'll never learn.
Yeah.
I can't teach anything, Chalky. Man, am I just really stupid?
I think this one might be a fucking bad comic.
Shut up.
If there is such a thing. Oh, I thought I had that to go away. Wait, what is it? Oh, there we go. Okay, wrong button. That didn't really do it for me as far as lighting the mood, because it just left me in a further state of confusion. Um, I misspoke there. I wasn't in confusion before. I was in a sense of dread. I was worried about our country being attacked. You know, it was a scary time to relive this history. What? You don't think so?
I think today's history is scary.
Well, yeah, that's true. But so we have these fire balloons that are descending and dropping all over America, but as mentioned, they didn't touch New Mexico. They they got some of Canada too. That's crazy. But like the ones that are really far east, just that's impressive. That is some drift. That is some balloon technology. But our anti-cap didn't really lighten our mood enough. So let's go to what the US government did to try to lighten the mood about these fire hazards that were taking over our country. You recognize him?
Bambi.
Yeah.
This
This was. Huh?
It was like the first forest fire spokesman.
Yeah, I was
The
about to say that. Have you been reading my notes?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah. When the fires were breaking out, the U.S. government paid the Walt Disney Corporation to use Bambi as a spokesperson to prevent forest fires, and they only got the deal for 1 year because Walt Disney, I guess, cared more about the money and lining the pockets than you know, saving America from going down in flames. Kind of strange. But yes, this is one of our first fire prevention PSAs. And once that contract ran out, the US government needed a new spokesperson for fire prevention. And they came up with somebody that we all know and love, Smokey the Bear. Oh wait, what's going on? Okay, I'm having some malfunctions. All right, just gotta refresh that. I really like this poster. And are you familiar with Johnny Philip Morris?
Yeah,
You are?
I don't know. I'm familiar with Philip Morris.
Yeah, but like Johnny, the little guy there with Smokey.
The bellhop and Smokey.
Yeah,
Smokey Bear.
yeah.
Oh no, not really Johnny. He's spokesman for smoking.
For Philip Morris. He's Johnny Philip Morris. He's this is Philip Morris trying to help out and also spread the word that forest fires are bad. And kind of funny that the Walt Disney Corporation wanted more money to spread the word that fires are bad. But Philip Morris, you know, a nice upstanding cigarette company, jumped right in there. They sent their mascot, Johnny Philip Morris, to team up with Smokey Bear, get the word out, and really, really help the country. I have some Johnny Philip Morris clips that I wanted to play, but I've decided that we should do a full cigarette episode. Don't you think?
Yes.
I think so. So I'm excited. That might be next week. I'm plotting it out in my head. The cigarette episode. We can watch some Johnny Philip Morris, We can, have a nice smoke. Maybe I'll take up smoking again. It's been 4 years. Maybe I'll get right back into it. That could be nice. That could be good for me. So the U.S. government came up with Smokey the Bear.
Smokey Bear.
Well, okay. They invented this character, Smokey, to help spread the knowledge that forest fires are dangerous and bad. And Smokey took over the job that Bambi felt he could not do without filling his pockets because he is a greedy fucking deer and not a badass bear like Smokey. So that brings us to the real life Smokey Bear, who is a bear rescued in a fire in Capitan, New Mexico, about 2.5 hour drive from right here in Carlsbad, where we live. And that's nothing. That's the commute I take every day to work and then back. That's nothing. Very close. Capitan, it's where the fire was that damaged our friend here, the real life Smokey. Do you know what Smokey's original name was?
No.
I learned this while researching this presentation. He was originally named Hotfoot Teddy.
Oh, well, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know
It's
the
an alright name.
cartoon preceded-
What?
Like they had the cartoon character before the actual bear.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. See, you listened to your Smokey Bear podcast and got all this information, and you are undercutting me once again. So someday I'm going to do an episode where you don't know at all what's coming and what I'm going to say or talk about, and you're not going to be able to nonchalantly say that I am just telling you shit that you already knew. And that's gonna be a great date for me. I'm gonna relish that moment. So yeah, he's in Capitan. So the US government figured it out, We've got Smokey, we've got Soy Teresa in the chat says, I want to see a smoking bear. And so do I. Maybe we should do a bear episode.
Yeah.
I bet we could find a smoking bear. And we
Yeah,
could
I
also
could find
watch some bear wrestling, When people like in the circus would wrestle bears and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there is a bear that can smoke.
I'm sure, dude. Bears can do everything. They're like fairly intelligent and capable guys and gals and theys, as far as I'm concerned. But as I was saying, the U.S. government figured out their propaganda. They got Smokey. They got a great spokesperson, and everything was great, right?
Yes.
No. You forget that the U.S. government didn't just want to raise awareness and defend themselves. As always, they wanted to go on the attack. And so they came up with, how do you battle against an army that is fighting you with balloons? You send in the most fearsome creature you have. The Mexican free-tailed bat. I don't think that's a real photo, but they do look a lot like that. So that gives you an idea of the ferocious motherfuckers that you're dealing with.
Da, 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 da,
Hang on, do that again. Let me hear more of that.
What's that song where the wars with the planes fighting?
Oh, you mean Flight of the Valkyries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked your version better. It
Yeah,
had its own.
I
It had
realized
its
I
own.
can't do it.
Oh wait, hey, you have your drawing utensils, right? I didn't want to
Yes.
do that. Not my close up. So why don't you? There's a little bat, and it, like says right there how to draw a free-tailed bat. Maybe I should have queued up that video and we could watch that. I didn't think ahead.
I can do this.
You got this? All right. Then I'll leave that up on the screen for a moment. But yeah, the U.S. government decided to send in our fiercest warriors, Mexican free-tail bats, which are braver than the troops. And where do you think you find Mexican free-tail bats?
Mexico.
You find them in New Mexico. There's a great spot for them. It's a place called the Carlsbad Caverns. A lot of them live there. Are you still drawing?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this up on the screen so you can complete your drawing, but I'm also, now I realize I am a bit stuck and
Oh, you can
I can't
change
move
it.
on because, yeah, because I gotta keep this up here so that you can get an accurate portrayal for us.
Dude, this thing is now functioning like crazy.
It's not malfunctioning. It's not, I swear. But yeah, I think that volume was good. That sounded right to me. You could hear that well, Pepito?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so the US government said, fuck Bambi. We got Smokey. We're gonna rename a fool that was originally named Hotfoot Teddy, which is a very funny name to me. I think that is as was mentioned in the chat, is an awful name. But it's so awful that I would love to hear it used for something else. Like I was thinking today, I was like, would that be a funny band name, Hotfoot Teddy? I think conceptually it is a funny idea, but the name is so dumb that even like having a purposely dumb name like that, it would still be annoying to hear. I don't know if I could be in a band called Hotfoot Teddy. What do you think, Pepito? Uh-oh, you got it?
Oh, I would totally be in Outfit Teddy.
Are you ready? Should we go to your close-up?
Close me up.
Boom. Look at this. What is
Not
the
today,
caption?
Japan.
Okay. Hell yeah. See, this is why you were hired to be on this show. Because you have this ungodly talent for representing things. It's unsettling at times to witness your abilities, and I thank you very much for them. But moving on into the as you called it, before I even got a chance to get there, you undercut me and pointed out that what the U.S. government did with the Mexican free-tailed bats is create bat bombs, which, for those who do not know, a bat bomb is basically this canister, and the plan was they would shove a bunch of Mexican free-tail bats that they get from the Carlsbad Caverns. They would shove them into these canisters, and the bats would be wearing incendiary devices on timers. You know, kind of like basically they're ripping off the Japanese fire balloon ideas, but the US government just found a way to be more cruel and not not like just be okay with sending over balloons and watching them perish. The US government said, wait, we could be more cruel. We could get some animal cruelty in there as we attack the Japanese people. So the idea was presented, let's tie these bombs, very similar to the Japanese balloon bombs, but put them on bats, shove them in these canisters, and then drop them over Japan and wait for the bats to try to get out of the sun and find crevices in buildings to sleep. And at that time, the bombs would go off, everything would explode, and they would try to burn down Japan this way. That's kind of what our government does. Now, if you were doing this, if you were creating a bat bomb project and you decided that Mexican free-tail bats are the way to go, and you know that Carlsbad, New Mexico has a ton of them out in the caverns, where do you think you would test out these bombs?
Guadalupe's. I don't know. White City, White Sands.
No, how about in Carlsbad?
McKittrick Canyon.
No, you're being too. You're thinking too much about it. You're putting too much thought into it. Because
There's
why
the
not
opposite.
do it near a population center where people live? I mean, it's only Carlsbad, New Mexico. We're already, setting off bombs underground there and doing all this shit. So, I mean, what's the worst that could happen if you experiment with bat bombs right outside of Carlsbad? Nothing could really happen, right?
Right.
Boom.
Oh, the airport. Yeah. I forgot about that. That's what
Yeah.
you told me about.
I know. I've been talking about this for years. I've been wanting to, but I needed an outlet like Caveman News to have an opportunity to rant about all of this, and I was excited to do it. I enjoyed talking about the bat bombs, and I thank you for joining me, Pepito.
My pleasure. Sorry, I'm just not used to this hour.
Oh, see? All right. I'm glad you said that live here in front of the world. I told Pepito, I was like, do you think there's any way we could go a little bit later to start time? And he said, yeah, cool. I said, all right, but you said last time that it was too late for you. And you, no, it's cool. And then I feel like I'm being blamed for starting late.
No. I'll just there's this work to the just
Well, it
all
doesn't matter.
good.
You're doing great.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's I have an ungodly schedule now, so like I'm gonna be up until 9 a.m. now, as a part of how my sleep schedule goes. So Yeah, it works for me to go later, and I guess maybe we'll try to go earlier next week. You want to try to do this next Saturday, maybe?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Go earlier, and maybe the cigarettes episode. But I'm recalling something you said earlier. Is it Smokey Bear or is it Smokey the Bear?
Well, I learned it's always been Smokey Bear, but it's because of a song. The guy added the to help it sound better in the song, but it's
But
always been Smokey Bear.
it seems like one of those things where some people remember it one way and others the other. You know, that type of thing.
Oh yeah, I think the Bush twins were talking about it.
What's that thing called?
Mondo Burgers.
We love the Mandela effect. It's so awesome. I thought
Oh,
there was a
yeah.
lot more than Mandela effect. There's literally like 10 things. Yeah, I thought there was like hundreds. No way! C-3PO has a silver leg. Dude, I do not like this stuff. The Mandela effect sucks, dude. We love the Mandela effect. It's so awesome. Apparently there's only so many. I don't know how, probably like 40. Example, 40. That's why the Mandela effect is so cool, because how is it implanted into our mind, but it doesn't exist.
And so many people, I would understand, like, if one person,
So many people. You know, if it was like a handful of people, okay, a bunch of weirdos, bro. But when it's half the population, wow.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. It is the Mandela effect.
Mandela.
Mondo Burger. This fucking guy. All right, let's close it out. You're tired.
No.
No, let's close it out. I have more, but I didn't queue it up. I thought that, I had my whole ideas of shit I wanted to talk about, and I had no idea how long it was gonna take. And now I'm looking, and it's like, yeah, we have like 10 more minutes. I could have included this other shit that I cut out of the plan, but I cut it out. I don't have it queued up. So, hey,
Oh.
my fuck up. That's my malfunction.
Did you
Let's
make
just-
a Bush twin supercut?
They're called the Tin Bush Twins. And
Oh
yes,
yeah,
I made a supercut. I made that myself. I was pretty
That was
proud
good.
of it.
the Bush
Wait.
twins are the twins I forgot to.
We love
When
the
you
Mandela
asked
effect.
me
It's so
5 sets of twins,
What?
when you asked me to name 5 sets of twins that were better than the twin Bush, I forgot the Bush twins. Right? There's
Oh,
Bush
yeah.
twins.
Hell yeah. Hell
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell.
Hell yeah. All right. All right. Let's fucking close it out, Pepito.
Cool.
Let's give me some fucking closing out music, please.